What's up, man?
What's going on?
I don't know. You
Yes.
said you have to start this episode.
I'm excited about something.
Uh-oh.
In my last 20 baseball picks, I am 16-4.
Oh.
Yeah. 16-4 in baseball picks.
So
No.
we need to start a new thing.
That's right.
Where you pick people's bets.
Well, I'm afraid that I'll jinx it. I'm starting to get sports superstitious.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. And when you do DraftKings, all that stuff plays in.
Yeah.
You just kind of,
I mean, I think that's good because I feel like they know.
Yeah.
I feel like this might be a conspiracy.
They try to hook you.
Yeah, I've had so many weird things happen sports betting. Like recently, it was baseball. Just sitting there, didn't know what to bet on. And you know how they give you like, these are LeBron's picks or, this person's picks. So they had this
Prop
parlay.
bets and different things.
Yeah, they had this parlay. It was through the whole day. It was like, I want to say it was like 12 people getting the hits.
Mhm.
And I think I've told you this before, but 12 people. So I was like, that's probably not going to happen. But I was like, you know what? I'll throw a couple bucks at it, big spender. I did. And the first game, both my guys hit. And so on and so on. Got to the very last game. And the very last guy that I needed to get a hit, nothing. So no money.
Right.
No money for me. And a pretty popular Philadelphia Eagles football player that I love, who maybe runs the ball. I won't mention any names. Hurdle the guy backwards.
Mm-hmm.
He, and it's not his fault. So, what do you think? But if it is, shame on him.
Yeah, if he's involved.
I had this guy for a touchdown. And whole game, nothing. And the Eagles are up big. There he goes. Nobody in front of him, nobody behind him, just him. Well, since they had the lead, he got to about the 5-yard line and just sat down.
Chill out.
Yeah. No money for me.
No money for you.
I've had that
You
happen.
think somebody's in the booth going, hey, Jeremy's got money on this?
Yes. Because the biggest one is I had the interception for the defense to score a touchdown on the Super Bowl. And the whole game, I'm losing every bet. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to save some money. So they give you a little cash out option. I did that. Like 3 plays later, I forget which team it was. I don't remember if it was Seahawks or not. It probably was Seahawks. Defense, intercepted, touchdown. It was like just a few plays later.
Yeah. I'd never even considered cash out option.
Yeah. I get scared.
Yeah. I understand. But also, I'm notorious for the 20-cent, 50-cent bets. You know?
I'm surprised you haven't made it on some kind of like Instagram or because Caesars used to do that. They'd be like, this guy put 12 cents.
Probably him.
And it's like a payout of like a couple cents.
This guy, he bets 20 cents on every bet. But I'm probably up $5 because I do it just because I like to do it for fun.
Oh, yeah, same.
Yeah, if what we talk about is I'm not the baseball guy, but I'm into baseball now, mainly because of Korean baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like 100% on KBO picks.
Heck yeah. Dude, we could start this. People do that where they'll hit you with that like, hey, my last 10 out of 12 bets hit. If you want to know how I do this, DM me. And then you're like, oh, whatever. Then they're like, well, give me this money and I'll give you the picks for the day.
Yeah, not like the next 100 picks I make are just wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in Korean baseball, I'm pretty unrivaled right now. If I did bet more than 20 cents, I'd probably have.
You'd probably have some money. You wouldn't have to do this.
Yeah. But,
Well, that's good.
yeah, those Samsung Lions.
We are fans.
I'll be wearing the Samsung Lions jersey one day.
Yeah.
I think they did lose, though. They did. They lost this week.
So that's why you wanted to start the show, to brag about.
Yeah, exactly that.
I don't blame you.
I feel like 16 out of the last 20.
No, that's good.
That's not.
If I hit like.
No, and I'm not the baseball guy. So.
Yeah. If if I had 2 or 3 in a row, I'm like, this is what they call a winning streak, kind of thing. So
Yeah, I put it together this week. So
and I think that helps. Like me being a baseball fan, I think baseball is the worst sport I bet, as far as my betting, because I think I overthink it.
yeah, well,
And I'm attached to players, so I'm like, oh, this guy's definitely going to do it. This guy,
I think it's funny as a Pirates fan. You've told me don't ever bet on the Pirates.
yeah, and
Well, a couple times they let me down, and then like I was like, I know Jeremy said not to, but a couple times I was like, I'm doing it, and they
they went on that winning streak.
did well. So anyhow, that's what I want to start with. But you're up now.
All right. Well, big news from last weekend,
Hmm.
which I totally forgot. Michaela graduated.
Yeah,
Our number one fan, probably.
it probably is.
Or is she using it for motivation? I saw some sketchy stuff on Instagram where she was like, support my dad's podcast so he can take me shopping. Money,
Yeah. I rarely take her shopping though.
Well, that's because you haven't made it big yet.
But she likes Target, and I do not like Target. But so she got a thing for that. But I'll take her shopping.
As soon as we make money doing this
Yeah.
podcast.
The 1,000th follower, Michaela gets a shopping spree.
There you go. So congratulations, Michaela.
Yeah, same thing.
But I didn't get to see it because I once again was on the hunt for Bigfoot.
Right.
Once again.
Somebody has to.
Yeah. No, me and Jack got to go, and I get to give Backroads and Daydreams another plug.
Shout out.
They actually collaborated with us on some Instagram stuff. So, but we went down there with Doug and Holly from Backroads and Daydreams, and to the Stanton Bigfoot Festival. So, this is a festival where you can, if you choose, it's just speakers all day long.
On Bigfoot.
On Bigfoot and other monsters and stuff like that. But mainly Bigfoot. It is the Bigfoot Festival.
Yeah, I'm a Chupacabra guy.
Mm-hmm.
Wendigo.
Wendigo, yeah. I'll have to have Doug on here. We definitely got to get him on here because he's got a Wendigo story.
Mhm.
It's pretty creepy. So, anyways,
As soon as we said Wendigo.
Wendigo, yeah. Or maybe it was Doug. Wendigo. Nothing.
No.
But we had a blast. It started off though crazy creepy. So Doug and Holly have stayed in this what they call a yurt. It overlooks a cliff. It's beautiful.
Right.
We stayed out there a couple nights, by the fire and stuff. So we decided to go a cheaper route. So we wound up staying at a place about 10 minutes away from them. And it's glamping, or they called it glamping. So, you got your little, I call it, I don't know what the technical name is for it, but I call it a teepee. With a bed and a microwave and some stuff in it.
Oh, nice.
Or a fridge, not a microwave. And, but we get there. And of course it's Stanton, Kentucky. It's Eastern Kentucky. We're on these roads that, barely one car can fit on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we turn on to where we're staying. It's gravel. And I'm not talking good gravel either. It's just got potholes everywhere. And we get down there, there's nobody at the campsite. It's just us. And you don't check in.
That's a plus though, right?
It wasn't bad. Creepy, but it's creepy because
Right. Banjos.
you're in this valley.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you why it gets even more creepier here in a minute. But so we get there, and like I said, we're the only people there. And so I'm like, okay. Well, everything's communal. So there's one fire pit, there's a hot tub, the restrooms and showers and stuff are all,
Right.
But nobody has mowed the property, so it's not upkept at all. And the fire pit's it's just trash. It's got some wood that's half burnt in it. The hot tub, I was afraid to look in it. But
No chance, huh?
so yeah, so at first, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did we do? And I'm thinking, we're gonna stay here at night, nobody shows up. I'm kind of nervous, because we're there looking for Bigfoot and other monsters too.
Right.
So, anyways, we go to hang out with Doug and Holly that night, and they're talking about, and I have to say allegedly because we won't put anybody on blast, but there's another place right across from where we're staying. So they're on the hill and we're down in this valley. I mean, like that. It's a cult. They're your neighborhood friendly cult.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm
What kind of cult though?
I don't know, but every time we drove by there, it's locked up. They have like school buses.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
compound type.
Yeah, and I tried to look it up on the maps, and it's all wood, so it's hard to really see what's going on. But yeah, it looks like it's a compound, and like I said, we could see some buses and stuff. So
Not surprised. Down in Kentucky,
yeah,
you know.
but they're friendly, I guess. So
Oh,
yeah, neighborhood. It's like Spider-Man.
friendly neighborhood cult. Sure.
You can rent. You can actually rent like cabins and stuff.
From the
in
cult?
that, yeah.
We looked
within
at it,
the-
right? So we
Yes.
almost stayed there.
Hmm. You got to sign up?
I don't know. We had no clue. We were just talking to Doug and Holly, and she was like, Holly was like, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I looked it up. It's cold."
Hmm.
It's like, "Oh
Yeah, we didn't make it that far into the process, so
yeah." Plus, they had their gates locked.
Well, I mean, you're saying like the place you're staying is deserted. You know, it's creepy.
Yeah,
Where do you expect to see Bigfoot?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, so we survived, obviously.
Yep.
So the Bigfoot Festival.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler alert. The Bigfoot Festival was fantastic. We got to see like we heard a couple people speak a little bit, and then we got to see like some castings of like footprints police have found and stuff like that, and a lot of booths. It was like a really like a amped up like Lanesville Heritage type thing. There's booths everywhere. Talked to I forget the dude's name now, the paranormal podcast guy.
I think it was Gabriel.
Gabriel Vaughn something. It's a really cool name. I should have wrote it down. So sorry. But got to talk to him a little bit about some, paranormal stuff, and they go out and like hunt and do all that stuff. We listened to his podcast on the way home, and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But the highlight though was the food. So we got
Bigfoot steaks.
no,
Oh.
we got
Jack Links.
no Jack Links.
Isn't that the one that does Mexican says?
I think so, yeah. But we got to have Uncle Day Day's
Uncle Day Day.
mini donuts with some blueberries. They were fantastic.
Got my blood sugar raised.
Yeah.
already.
But my favorite, we ran across this food booth called Wicked Wieners, which is the best name for a hot dog food truck. But I got a hot dog with, it was on us like the sweet Hawaiian bread with pineapple salsa and spicy mayo.
Ah.
It was the island dog or something like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was fantastic. I was looking at it, almost didn't get it because I was like, mayo on a hot dog. I was like,
Yeah, I get you.
never. But it's fantastic. Jack chickened out. She went old Chicago dog.
They're good though.
They are.
They are good.
Yeah.
So,
We had a foreign exchange student from Brazil, and she put mayonnaise on everything. She would smear mayonnaise on her pizza, but she'd eat hot dogs with mayonnaise and French fries with mayonnaise, and yeah.
oh man, never thought about it, but fantastic. So, like I said, we didn't.
Was
Once
there any
again,
Bigfoot music down there, like musicians, nothing?
mm-mm.
But the food was good.
The food was great. Yeah. No, that was like I said. It was mainly like you went to see the people. I saw Turtle Man.
Yeah.
Live action.
Live action. Yeah, I remember now.
But
He's probably older now, ain't
yeah, he looked the same to me
he? Okay.
from what I remember on TV. So, but I mean, obviously he's.
What's Turtle Man have to do with Bigfoot?
I don't know.
It's just Kentucky back.
Yeah, I guess because what's crazy is this weekend, 30 minutes from Stanton, there's another Bigfoot festival. It's evidently Red River Gorge is a hotbed
For Bigfoot?
for Bigfoot,
Didn't know that.
and they're using like the same like Turtle Man's going to be there.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder if it's an Appalachian thing, because remember we went to Nashville
mhm.
looking for Bigfoot.
Well, we found him. But anyways, yeah, and then we ate at this pizza place called Miguel's, and it was a hangout for rock climbers. So like, I guess I'm assuming all the people that they live there. and it's like a camp. They have like campsites. There was this shed
At the restaurant.
Yeah, there was a shed. You can walk outside and they've got all these picnic tables. It's all nice and lit up with, like your camping lights and stuff. And I'm assuming that all these rock climbers work there because like in one of the sheds, it's just like an open shelter house basically. There's a bunch of bunk beds in there, and they're just all shacked up in these bunk beds and stuff. But we had pizza with pasta on it.
Double carbs.
Yes. Yeah, we don't play.
That's like a whole trip I could not partake in.
So, but it was really cool. Like I said, it always makes me want to just quit everything and.
So it's kind of like the Kentucky version of when we went whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
And those
yeah.
guys were just like, oh yeah, half the year I'm in Colorado skiing. And then the other half I come here to Tennessee and we.
Yeah.
Our guide was like, I live in a van down by the river.
Yeah.
Literally. half the year he lived there doing whitewater rafting.
But the question is, do you get jealous with people like that?
I guess there's a freedom to it.
I every time I'm like, must be nice. Must be nice just to climb rocks all the time.
Yeah, but do you think it really is nice though?
Probably not.
Sleeping in a cot in a shed? I mean,
I'd probably wore out from climbing rocks.
you could do that easily.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's called like being homeless, right?
Right. we can get you a cot, bro.
Well,
And you can glamp all you want.
yeah. Here's been my here's how my life's went. Like when me and Jack first got married, it's like you want all this nice stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and you work really hard, and you worry about stuff like that, or at least I did. I should say.
Achieve things.
Yeah, I'm like, I want a nice car.
Mhm.
I want a nice house. And now that I'm 43 and I've been working a while, kid, and we're getting close to having that last kid kind of
Move out.
Yeah, get out of the nest and stuff. And it's like,
Who knew Nate was ready to go?
yeah, he's almost there. 4 years.
Yeah, that's true. 4 years.
4 years.
Gone.
But now I consider things like, could I be homeless?
Could I do
Could
this?
I?
Probably not in
Let me
Kentucky,
tell you.
though.
No, not in Kentucky.
Yeah, okay.
But here's what makes me even more mad is I'm driving to work to make money, support my family. And the railroad, there's homeless camp. And I drive by it every day. The other day, I drive by their entrance. There's a solar panel out there, cell phones. They had a moped. I'm like, they have nicer stuff than me.
I don't have a moped.
Yeah. I was like, what in the world's going on?
Again, we'll get you an addiction. Get a moped. You lose your license.
I think
You
I've
can have
got-
all those things.
I think I've got enough addictions.
Yeah, but I'm with you. Like, you work hard to attain things, and then you have to maintain the things you attain.
Yeah.
And so you spend more money maintaining the things you've attained, and it causes you stress. Like every time those things break down.
Yeah. Well, and another thing we always laugh about is my dad. Whenever, right when we first got married, he went on this thing where he was like, I'm just going to go fishing. He got injured at work. He had some time off. And he was like, I'm just going to fish. And then he went back to work and he wound up having to have another surgery and was off longer. And he just fished. And eventually he lost his job and he just fished. And I remember being so mad. Like, come on, dude.
You can't fish like
This is the guy that raised me. You know, you got to get out there, work, you know. And I'm like, I'm so mad. Like, why don't you just get a job, dude? And now, not too long ago, me and Jacqueline were talking about it, and I was like, you know, I understand that now.
Yeah, just go fishing.
I understand.
I don't even like fishing
I understand.
that much.
Yeah, I understand just the draw of being like, I wouldn't mind taking a year off and just doing whatever. I
Do
want.
whatever you
Yeah.
want. Do
But that's
whatever
that's the problem with these vacations.
Uh,
Is they get me like that every time. Like anytime we went to Georgia or this Bigfoot festival, you know, you go eat good food, and I always tend to lose track that like I had to make money to do that.
Mm.
You know, I had to work to do that. But in that moment, I'm like, man, we just spent a weekend out in the woods.
If we get sponsors,
Yeah, I know,
we turn a whole travel segment.
and I'd be totally down with that.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, I always get in those modes where I'm like, you know, here we are hanging out with a bunch of rock climbers, eating pizza. We went to this other restaurant called Toads, and it's a campsite. So you have camping, they have a nice pool, and the restaurant's actually on the campgrounds.
Right.
So they have live music there at night. You know, of course, it's got the bar and everything. So you just have all these campers just swimming all day, go to the restaurant, listen to music, you know, throw a few back, and I'm just like, we played mini golf and all this other stuff. But definitely always have this like, man,
This is
if
life.
I didn't have to work.
We both like camping quite a bit.
Yes,
we're campers.
love camping.
Now, I went from, 35-foot fifth wheel, 3 slide outs, 2 bathrooms, bunkhouse, all that stuff, down to, well, we had a mobile home for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then a pop up, a different fifth wheel, pull behind, and now we downsized from the pop up to tent, a tent camping.
You're a bouncy house.
Yeah, we've got a blow up tent and a blow up mattress in it. And the tent camping to me is, I like it because I don't even have the stress of a camper anymore.
Mhm.
Like I don't even have to maintain a camper. I just throw the tent up.
And it was super easy.
It was so easy. And
This man did it with these.
yeah, I
Not these,
manually
but
pumped it
those.
up. Yeah, I didn't but it's just like less stress. And so we like camping.
Mm-hmm.
We do like camping, but we like camping because we camp and then go home. Would we like camping if that was,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if that was your home.
Somebody
Would you
told me
like
that when we were in Georgia because, like, one of my favorite things to do at Jack's place in Georgia was they had a nice, deck with the roof over it. It overlooked their pond. So going out there, especially in the summertime, in the mornings when it's still kind of nice and cool, sit out there and just, literally do nothing. Maybe read a book or whatever, but just do nothing and just listen and get
There's
a little.
something great about
Yeah, get a little
simplifying.
hippie, get a little, they called, in Stanton, they called themselves mountain hippies, but so yeah, get a little mountain hippie kind
I
of.
like it.
Yeah, I did too. But, and I forget what I was talking to somebody about it. I was like, man, I would just like to be here and have Jacqueline's mom support me.
Mm.
But they told me that I'd have to get a job if I eventually,
Oh, yeah.
So you're right.
People always try to tell you what to do.
yeah, always.
What you have to do, yeah. But yeah, I think simplifying is my life goal right now.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't help too. We like camping, and I know you probably do too. Like we read about these monks
Yeah.
all the time. That doesn't help my case either
Yeah.
because I'm like, this guy prays and prays, drinks some beer,
Yeah.
prays.
But the Benedictine thing is it's work, pray. What was it?
It was, I forget.
Work and pray.
Yeah,
Ora
work and
et
pray,
labor-
yeah.
Yeah. Ora et labora.
Mm-hmm.
Work and pray. And so
I got
there's a
lots of,
simplicity in their life, but they're doing work.
yeah.
But a lot of their work is, like you said, they brew beer. They do stuff like that. They pray.
And now I'm thinking, does it really work? I'm sure it is, I'm sure it's a tedious task.
They cut wood. Or you can keep wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mount Ethos monks, those guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting.
Whatever it is, I think there is a spirituality to simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing wrong with work. Like I like to work,
You see, that's where we differ.
but I don't like to work to maintain a status or something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I enjoy labor. I keep bees. I like to work in the garden. I'm into planting flowers.
You're Ron Swanson. You
I
got
got
your-
wood shop.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's stuff I like to do. That's good work. Now, weed eating, working on cars. Sometimes I do a lot of handyman kind of general contracting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's not as rewarding, but it can be, but it's not. So I get what they're saying, but I think some people, their idea of heaven is not floating around on a cloud playing a harp. It's like there's going to be work to do.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what that looks like yet, but we're preparing in this life for something in the next. So
I'll probably be watching all the dogs that go to heaven. That's probably be my job. Since they all go there, somebody's got to take care of them, right?
yeah, especially bulldogs and those things.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll be in the bulldog section. You know,
Yeah.
American, English, French. You
You're
know,
fine with all those.
Yeah, I don't discriminate.
As long as they skateboard.
That's right, and they will in heaven. Did that song say "Heaven has a half pipe" or something?
Heaven
like
has
that?
a half pipe. Yeah, that's it. So speaking of heavenly half pipe, music,
One thing before, because the trip was great, and I know Doug and Holly are going to be posting on their Instagram some of the shenanigans we got into that I won't tell you about. That you can
Look on there.
Yeah, get on their page and look. But we're out there Saturday night. Pretty sure I saw a UFO. So this like
the truth is out there.
well, it's like a shooting star, right? I watch it just go straight across the sky. So at first I'm like, oh, that's cool. We're here we're here hanging off the side of a cliff in a yurt. See this shooting star. Well, then it stops and it blinks, and it keeps getting further away, and then it drops down into the trees. So it was a UFO.
Had to been.
Had to been. I didn't see Bigfoot, but I almost saw Bigfoot once. We've heard Bigfoot, and now I've seen an alien spaceship.
Bigfoot threw rocks at us.
That's right.
Or something. And he saw a spaceship.
Mm-hmm. So that was the last part. I just wanted to let everybody know.
It was less dramatic.
I'm that guy.
than I thought.
Yeah, it was really that's it. Like, hold on, I saw something. I saw something in the sky.
When you tell the story next time, be like, and they abducted me
Yeah.
and took me into their spaceship.
Well, maybe they did, and maybe we got it for Instagram.
You got your memory wiped.
Maybe. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but you're talking about heaven has a half pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Heavenly music. I want to talk about white metal.
White metal.
White metal.
Well, hold on before you do, because I have a Christian metal thing.
Oh yeah.
Also, so I think we talked when we were camping about changing this whole show to
Yeah.
that Christian metal show.
That Christian metal show.
Because we were big fans of that metal show with Eddie Trunk
right.
and stuff. Well, Jack brought me back down to earth, and we should make it a segment. Like live here right now, we're saying it.
That metal
There
show.
need- that Christian metal
Portion.
show. Let's say Christian because we'll get sued. That Christian metal show. We do a portion
Yeah.
of that, so you can do yours, and then I'll follow up with mine.
Okay. Yes. And so this is white metal. I don't mean it as like
So we need to.
a racial thing. Oh, we need an intro.
Yeah.
This is the white metal or that that Christian metal show intro section.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Yeah, you're fine. Every time you've been interrupted me when I say white metal, it makes us sound so racist.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about skinhead bands. We're talking about there's black metal, death metal,
Mm-hmm.
doom metal. Christian metal is sometimes called white metal or heavens metal.
Heaven's metal. I like that.
Heavens metal. Yeah. And so, do you remember the first Christian metal band that you can think of?
First Christian metal band. For me, it was probably Striper, because my uncle. I think I've talked about him before. My mom's brother, Uncle Tim. He had quite the collection of music. Like fill up this room with. And he was total metalhead.
Yeah.
And my mom didn't want me listening to that stuff because he gave me like Anthrax tapes and stuff like that. She got mad, threw them away. So to counter that, he was like, "You listen to Striper."
That's funny because in this realm of metal, Anthrax is pretty tame.
Yeah, it was just a live album. So
Yeah. Pentagrams on it though?
no, it was like I said. That's why it was a live album. So it was just them on the stage playing.
Right.
But yeah, you do gotta watch Anthrax with the pentagrams, the worship music. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I think Striper was early on. Go pull out that Striper picture.
Oh, we got one.
Yeah.
I love.
This is the
Striper.
early Striper picture
Yeah.
too. But I don't think Striper was like the first one that I remember. Look at these.
Jack, you're gonna have to get better at this.
Oh, what are you doing, Carl?
Your name is Carl.
Here's what I like about this. The vest with nothing under it and the priest collar.
Is that chest hair?
It's gotta be taco meat.
And what's this guy? Which one's Rob? Oh, is it Robert? That's the lead singer.
I think that no.
Or is
Michael. Is
Robert?
the lead singer.
Is Robert the drummer?
Robert's the brother. That's the drummer.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that might be.
Look at us knowing everything. Eddie Trunk would be proud.
That's Michael though. That's the lead singer. I don't
So-
know. That might be the guitarist.
Well, they probably put Robert down here because he's the drummer, right?
Do you think they're trying to pull off that Queen album cover here kind of feel? But the red and the black. The red or the yellow and the black.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I'm down with.
Yellow and black attack. Yeah. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
He's got even kind of like a priest.
That's what I said. He's got the kind of the.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. I was looking at the chest hair probably. Sorry.
There's so much hairspray in this.
Yeah. Well, dude, they're so awesome.
But I've got another striper thing with their logo on it. But they might be like, I don't think they're the first one that I was aware of, but they were definitely the first crossover Christian metal band to have any kind of commercial success. Shout at the devil! You know?
Do you want
That's
that
Motley.
logo?
Yeah, go ahead. And shout
That's
it.
Motley Crue. Shout out the devil.
Oh, you're right. Shout at the devil. What's the
To hell.
To hell with the devil.
They got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Because they said to hell with the devil.
Shout at the devil.
The devil.
That's a different thing.
Yeah, that is a pentagram.
To hell with the devil. I remember now. Yeah, so Striper, they probably had like the biggest fame as a Christian metal band.
Mhm.
You know, everyone knew about Striper, and they were controversial.
Yeah, even my metalhead uncle knew about Striper.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
They were a good band. But my first Christian metal band that I remember was a band called White Lion.
Mm-hmm.
You remember them?
Mhm.
And they were pretty good. There's a White Lion logo, I think, in there too.
Just hair.
Oh, that's Petra.
Let it go. It's not going on.
I couldn't find a early band picture of Petra. Oh, there's the guys from White Lion. I don't know.
And
What
that
is
might
that?
be that might be some kind of that might be some personal information.
it was a
That
document.
got
It was
in
a
there.
church document. Yeah.
Aside from who I would assume is the bass player, the drummer, not bad looking guys.
Yeah.
These two got to be singer and guitarist, right?
I would think so. I don't know, really.
This guy's bass or that guy's drums, I guarantee it.
They had a good sound. They weren't terrible. You know,
Yeah.
they weren't great. But this is like early Christian metal. This is more you call it metal, but it's kind of like Poison.
Got a rebel flag.
What are you doing there, man?
You sure this isn't white metal?
Might be these guys.
This looks this is almost like Guns N' Roses type.
Yeah, I kind of feel that.
Maybe a little bit
A
lamer.
little Crucio, probably Poisonish. This is like mariachi pants. Though.
Yeah. He just got back from El Nepal.
And this, this is his grandmother's curtains. Somebody
Yeah.
made it. But again, with the hairspray, that's wild.
Yeah. This dude's might be natural though.
Yeah, he might.
You know that curl.
Yeah. Well, this guy's probably got less hairspray on it. But anyhow, White Lion, Petra Praise. Petra, I didn't feel like it was metal, but their new album has an edge to it.
Yes.
So if you're into Petra, their new stuff, and really Striper's got some new stuff that's pretty good too. Oh, you got notes on the?
I'm talking about Petra's new album. Actually, I figured since I was going to spring this, like, can we call her the Heavens Metal Show?
Heaven's Metal
Heaven-
Show.
I like that better than that
Yeah.
Christian Metal Show.
Heaven's Metal Show.
Heaven's Metal. But Petra, I figured we just recently discovered on the camping trip
On our last
that
camping trip, yeah.
in January they put out a new album. So, but we're going to give you a little information.
Nice.
1972 is
Yeah.
when they formed.
Well, and their early stuff doesn't sound nothing
No.
like their stuff now.
So, and we found out they're from Fort Wayne. They're Indiana boys.
Yeah.
So they also have 10 Dove Awards. And I thought this was crazy. They were the first band inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame.
Are you serious?
First.
The first one.
In the gospel music.
Go boys.
Yeah.
Now they've changed members.
I've read
a lot.
it. Yes. I think it was I should have wrote this down. Well, I think it was like 2006. They disbanded. And then there's been like, I guess, variations of Petra since then. But they were also first Christian band with memorabilia in the Hard Rock Cafe. So they were the first Christian rock band to do that. They got 4 Grammys. So Yeah, their new album is called Hope, and it's really one of the. I'll listen to it a couple times, and it's really one of those like you can listen to
It's a good
front,
album.
yeah,
It's
front to
solid.
back. You can go through every song.
And it's not like sometimes you listen to these artists and you're like, oh, this is really dated, you know,
Yeah, no, it's got a decent metal sound to it.
and good mix.
And there was I forget which song it was now. I think it was Oxygen, because my three favorites are Kiss the Coals, Oxygen, and Miracle Maker. So recommend listening to those if you don't want to listen to the whole album, but listen to the whole album.
Listen to the album.
Yeah, let's do it all. But I think Oxygen, I might be wrong on this, so don't come at me. But it almost had like that reggae, and I believe it was that one. It kind of had
We
that.
listened to that at the campsite.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of listen to the whole album. Listen to it a few times, because sometimes you listen to an album, the first run there, you're like, oh, that's good. And maybe there'll be a song you're like, I didn't like this song. The third time you listen to that song you didn't like, you're like, this is the best song in the album. You ever had that happen?
yeah.
It's like, man. And so I'm like, listen to the whole album. We don't do that anymore.
We don't have
As a
to
culture,
really.
really. Used to, you put the album on, listen to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just like, we're a single
Yeah,
culture.
and at best, what do they call them? LPs or EPs, where you get like
EPs, yeah.
four. You might get 4 to 6 songs on there.
Yeah, they put out a lot of singles nowadays, but I do like that Petra album. That's a good thing. But then it kind of shifted. Well, I got to shout out to Holy Soldier also.
Yes,
Holy Soldier was that Rust album is
they were probably one of the first Christian hard rock metal bands I really listened to.
yeah. They had just a good sound. You know, they weren't some Christian music can be kind of hokey,
Yeah.
even when you're trying to be metal.
Yeah, that's a shame too, because like it does seem like, especially early on with Christian music, you always got like they kind of got a raw deal, because it was always like, oh, well, they're the Motley Crue of Christian music,
Right,
and it's like, let them be their own thing.
their own thing.
You know, this is like that, like when LeBron James came into the league and like he's the next Michael Jordan. Like, don't put that on him.
Yeah, he's LeBron.
Yeah, he's LeBron James. And the same thing with these Christian bands. Like that's in the '90s. That's how they would get you to listen to it. Oh, you like this band?
Yeah,
Listen to these guys.
They're the Christian version.
Christian version.
Yeah.
And it's like, so like, right off the bat, it makes it sound like they're just some kind of like knockoff.
right. They're the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Which now I've heard Diet Coke's being called refrigerator cigs. Have you ever heard this?
Why? Because they're white and red.
I guess so. They said they're the Marlboro. They're the Marlboro of this generation.
You can't pack them though. It'll blow up in your face.
Well, maybe that has nothing to do with heaven's hell.
But that's good stuff to know. We're
Yeah.
getting Diet Cokes on the way home. Give me one of them fridge ciggies. Diet Coke, sponsor us. We'll have a nice fridge. Right. Maybe right here or something.
Yeah. But I remember this band when we used to go to Christian bookstores.
Mm-hmm.
when
My
they had
favorite.
music sections. There was one in New Albany that in the back of the store there was a little section for Christian metal and hard rock.
The Forbidden.
There was a band called Mortification. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
And they were my first taste of.
That's not them.
There they are. That album I remember specifically.
You know you're about to get your face melted off when anybody's logo looks like that. If you
Yeah.
can't read it, it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Before I
Not
heard
well,
of
good. You know.
Before I heard of Cradle of Filth or any of those kind of bands, I knew Mortification was out there. And as a Christian band, they were the hardest thing I'd ever heard. And at this time, I was too afraid of it to listen to it.
I don't blame you. That's scary stuff.
In the 90s. Because this was 91, I think?
Are these souls being snatched?
Yeah,
from
man.
hell?
That's awesome, man. I think you can interpret that either way. Either
Or
they're
they're-
being snatched from hell or they're being sent.
Being snatched from hell is probably not biblical. Like, once you're there, right?
I don't know, man. The Bible says that, isn't this man in Zechariah 3? Wasn't this man a brand snatched from the fire?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And David said that you had drawn me out of deep waters. Yeah. so
Touche.
David-
Touche.
Yeah, Mortification. They were heavy. You know, that kind of stuff. And so good on them. So
Good,
that's
good workout music right there.
yeah. And then there was another band I I discovered at that same era called Tourniquet.
I don't know if I've heard of them.
Well, you're gonna like this. This is Tourniquet's 96 album, 94 album. I can't remember.
Psychosurgery?
This is the album.
Mhm.
Now, I had forgotten about Tourniquet. And
These
this-
guys are Christian?
Yes. This is the thrash metal
Okay. All right.
Christian band. And I had forgot about Tourniquet, and in doing research for this podcast,
Hardcore fact check.
yes, I went back and listened to the catalog. Dude, it bumps. Tourniquet gets a shout out. I'm gonna look into this camera right here. Go get Tourniquet album. Listen to it. The whole thing. Psychosurgery, it's a good one.
Is this your favorite?
This is for that thrash
For
metal.
the threat? Okay.
Because we're thrash metal guys.
Do they change their sound? Is it like
They've progressed some.
progressed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've progressed. But they do preach the gospel, man, and they bump. And their logo is cool. It's very Metallica. Now, if you listen to albums off Psychosurgery, there was one I was going to mention. It wasn't on this album. Oh, what was the name of that song? Shoot, I didn't write it down. It sounds so much like Megadeth. Like, even the vocals kind of had a Dave Mustaine kind of thing to them. But man, the guitar is banging, drums were hitting. It's a whole good album. But so Tourniquet's good if you like the kind of Metallica, Megadeth.
And you know I do.
They also kind of have a feel like we like Testament. Testament,
Not Christian, but
but heaven's metal,
not Heaven's Metal.
but they lean,
That new album was fantastic.
yeah. And Chuck kind of leans toward Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's Christian, but you know, and you talk about Christian metal, it's like, okay, it shouldn't be hokey stuff, because when you're talking about metal, you always want these huge epic themes in your writing about life and death and eternity and the power struggle between good and evil. You know, this is what Holy Diver was about, right?
Yeah.
And so much of that metal music is rooted in this struggle between good and evil. And that's when Christian metal is good. That's when it's good. When it's really portraying that struggle well. So, Tourniquet, they get my shout out.
They get the Koi 5-star
Yeah.
Heaven's Metal
This is-
rating.
This is my suggestion to give them a listen.
So you got two assignments, all our fans, Petra and Tourniquet. That's going to be quite a different.
Yeah, there's a different feel to it. But the new Petra album is pretty heavy. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got some Petra stuff on there. That kind of it's kind of like they got that epic kind of. They got a good like I think praise music should sound like.
Right.
You know, it's a little edgy. It's got good lyrics,
Yeah.
and it still has that kind of, you know, kind of 80s.
Right.
What is it, falsettos, whatever.
Yeah, that's a Dio kind of thing. That, I don't know if Dio or Rob Halford, they really influenced a lot of those
maybe Rob,
singers in the
yeah.
80s. That new wave of British heavy metal, which I was going to tell you, there's a band called, and I didn't know these two until I did this research, Messiah's Prophet and Res Band, which is Resurrection Band. That Messiah Prophet, they kind of have a new wave of British heavy metal feel to them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's pretty good. But this gets us to more a modern era. Do you remember, like, when you really got into Christian metal? I feel like Stryper I didn't get into.
Yeah, Stryper was like I said, Stryper was the first band I heard because, like I said, it was my uncle's way of being like, hey, let him listen to this. They hand out Bibles at their show.
Yeah, White Lion, White Cross, those kind of bands. I liked a few of their songs. But I wasn't
Definitely Holy Soldier was one of them, but I think I would probably have to say POD.
POD. Wasn't it POD? The one that was like, and I wouldn't even call them metal now, you know, in my thinking. But at the time.
Yeah, they're more like they'd be like new metal.
New metal.
Kinda.
They had some punk influence. They had some reggae going on. They had some rap.
Yeah, they like was it Bad Brains?
Yeah, Bad Brains. They were definitely new metal. Yeah. So when POD came on the scene, that I feel like opened up a whole new.
Well, yeah, because like we were talking about, like my first introduction into Christian music really was DC Talk, you know, and just remember thinking, and not that they're bad, but yeah, like, you know, I remember thinking like, oh, this is metal.
Right.
I hear DC Talk, Jesus Freak, you know, like, wow. And then, yeah, and then you get slapped in the face by like POD and Project 86, yeah.
Yeah, POD led me
And
to
it's like,
Project 86.
oh my goodness.
And when I found Project 86, that Drawing Black Lines
Oh my gosh.
album, again, the whole album.
Best one's got Dragon on it, right?
Right. Drawing Black Lines by Project 86 is a classic album. I mean, it's just a unique sound all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
But that led me to find out like Living Sacrifice.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Through that Drawing Black Lines album, I learned a lot of different other bands. That's also a brutal album cover. Living Sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. Good live too.
Yeah, great band. And kind of making waves now. And so that Living Sacrifice, Project 86, POD kind of era right there, that really opened the door for a lot of bands to come out since then. And so that's where we're getting into the modern era.
Yeah.
Demon Hunter,
Yeah.
Devil Wears Prada. I think Norma Jean, all those Under Oath album bands that kind of have tapered off now, really came out of that era, you know.
Yeah. And that's a shame too, man, because I mean, you know, of course I don't know what, especially with Under Oath. I'm a big Under Oath fan. So like to see them kind of,
Yeah.
what is it, deconstruct or whatever.
Yeah.
And do you think, and not to make excuses, I guess, and maybe it sounds like I am, but do you think, like, I've read interviews where I think it was Aaron Gillespie and stuff were talking about, like, they were really treated bad at churches, you know, when they first started out, because you remember, like, when we played music and stuff, you know, we wanted to be Metallica and heavy
Right,
and stuff
yeah.
like that, and like, you just kind of in church, you're like,
There was some hate out there for that.
I remember,
Kind of stuff,
I remember one of our youth leaders telling me, oh, POD, they're the devil.
yeah. Right.
You know, I have people tell me DC Talk was,
Yeah.
you know, like
I
devil
remember
music.
Petra getting that heat.
Yeah.
So.
So it's like, it sucks because like I'm wondering, you know, if like treatment like that
Maybe, but I wonder if more with a road life. You know what I mean?
and yeah, because here's the thing, when you sound like Under Oath, you're not torn with Amy Grant.
Right.
You know, you're probably torn with
Whitechapel.
exactly
Yeah,
like
those kind of guys.
all these other heavy bands, and yeah, maybe there is that more temptation.
Yeah, because they're on platforms like a Louder Than Life type of.
Mm-hmm. We're actually going to see them at Louder Life this year coming up.
Yeah.
They got
Them and
they got
Emery
Emery, Thrice, Under Oath,
Maylene.
Mailing and the Sons of Disaster.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be one stage.
Maylene.
Yeah. So we're definitely like Sunday, which I kind of ironic. All these bands are on Sunday, but Sunday we're gonna be camped out there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Thrice is still.
Nobody can hear you.
Yeah, they can.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Jack's getting an attitude. 20-something episodes in.
No, I forgot what I was saying.
This is the 25th.
25.
Yeah. We're a quarter
Oh
in.
well, but Thrice is still like maybe they're not a Christian band, but they're Christians in a band still, right?
Yeah, we
Thrice.
count that.
Yeah, I count.
And
He was
then
watching.
Maylene and the Sons of Disaster, I think, still are Christians.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and see that's what
Maybe.
you got to watch out for now is like Emery. I don't know where.
Where they stand.
Who knows what he's
You know,
Yeah,
I was
maybe.
I was a huge fan of Emery and their podcast.
Well, I mean, think about all of them. Gideon? No.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Norma
Gideon.
Jean? No.
We that was another Louder Than Life
Oh, yeah,
thing.
Norma
I
Jean.
saw Gideon was there, and I was like, oh, that's Gideon, the Christian metal band. I started listening to their stuff, and I was like, maybe not.
Yeah. Well, is Zayo? Are they
Zayo, yeah,
Did they deconstruct too?
I think so, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't want to say they did. And they
I don't want to say either because I kind of fell out with that stuff. But
Yeah,
you know, but there are a lot of great bands that have come out of that now that are just they're holding the banner up. You know,
Mhm.
they're keeping it going. So Demon Hunter's still rocking out.
Demon Hunter's probably my favorite.
I would say they are, but man, that new she mentioned Thrice. That new Thrice album,
The newest the one they just
the
came out?
full album, not the single.
Yeah.
But what was that? Gnaw?
Yes.
Is it called Gnaw? GNAW on
Oh
that?
no.
I can't
Oh no,
remember.
that song. Oh man, it's a great song about Thrice. Um,
I was gonna look it
that
up.
that album by them 10 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
What was it called?
To be, Jack's got this, to be everywhere and to be nowhere.
And to be
or something.
nowhere, yeah.
And to be nowhere
Is to be nowhere.
To be everywhere is to be nowhere.
is to be nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one. That's an actual album we own in our house that will be played on the record player from start to finish.
Just put it in.
Every time. You don't have to worry about it.
People always talk like, oh, that's up there with like a high water mark for albums is like the Beatles' White Album
Mm-hmm.
or something like this. I'm saying To Be Everywhere is to Be Nowhere by Thrice blows out the White Album.
You saying Thrice is better than the Beatles?
Absolutely. I'm absolutely saying that. Like, listen to that album. It's so much better than anything the Beatles thought about doing.
I think the Thrice song is Nash.
Nash.
Oh
Yes.
no, it's Nash.
Nash. Dude, that's such a good song. Man, that's a good song. I wish we could play it all right now. But check that one out too. You just write all this stuff down. We're giving you good things.
Yeah, take notes,
But
children.
they have led into the modern era of Bloodlines, Holy Name. Go look at that Holy Name. There's Bloodlines.
Yeah.
Now that's from a single
You want me to take that back?
with For Today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Making us, what do they call it, the scene kids just
Yeah.
lose their minds.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many posts I saw about Matty Montgomery's back. He's even wearing the blue jean vest jacket. Oh
Shout out to Maddie.
yeah, we've actually we've hung out with him.
Yeah.
And legit dude.
Yeah. Preached the gospel to 15 people
At
before
like-
he left the airport.
Yeah, like what, at 1 o'clock in the morning in Louisville Airport is just like, nice cross on your neck. Do you know Jesus?
Yeah. Came to Clarksville to preach a revival.
Mm-hmm.
We picked him up at the airport, and he was had such a good flow about witnessing, Jesus to people. He wasn't in their
Oh, yeah.
face. He was engaging, loving, powerful, and kind of convicted us both, if we're to be honest. But-
Yeah, like to up our game.
So shout out to Maddie Montgomery. We love you, buddy. That's a great song. Bloodlines is a good band.
This is, I take the Petra thing back. This is what worship music should sound like.
Yeah. Zoom in on that.
Yeah.
Holy Name has such a visual aesthetic.
And that's Tommy from Sleeping Giants, right?
Yeah.
Singing
I think so, yeah.
or vocals or whatever.
Sleeping Giant is, again, great
Yeah.
stuff. Worshipful
Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah, I'll take the back. Not that Petra's not praiseworthy, but like this is probably more along the line.
Holy Name's great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do this at church.
But they also use a lot of the Orthodox cross on their
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know if they have.
Well, they got the skull too for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Dude, their visuals and aesthetic it's unparalleled. But I like them. And right now, one of my favorite metal bands is War of Ages.
Mm-hmm.
That Four Horsemen cover is. I want that shirt. I think Isaiah got this one. Is this the
Did
one
he?
you got?
He did get one. I forget which
I don't know
one.
if it's this one or not. Man, that is metal. That's the most metal.
Yeah.
And it's straight up out of the Bible. The Bible is metal, you guys. It's heaven metal. It's good stuff.
Well,
This
and
is-
Bloodlines is like that too. If you go through and you read, or like a lot of things I do is like on especially Apple Music, you can get the lyrics, and I'll follow along with the lyrics, and they'll have like straight scripture, like oh this is John 4 blah blah blah, as they're singing.
Yeah.
And so I'm like oh that's out of the Bible. That's out of the Bible. Oh this part's out of the Bible. So, but this was a surprise. I don't know if it was for you, but for me, we went to see a Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
And super excited about seeing Demon Hunter, and these guys opened up for him, and
Killed us all.
oh my gosh, yeah,
Yeah. I'll tell you, I was aware of them. Like I'd heard it.
yeah, I had no idea.
But live, it was completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Live, they had just, the one that had a heaviness. But
And the buffest was a bass player, right?
Yeah, they were devastating live. What a great show. We've been to a lot of good metal shows though.
Mm-hmm.
We did see Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
Were they with Whitechapel?
No, maybe I thought they were with. We saw the Devil Wears Prada with Phineas and shoot. It wasn't for today.
It wasn't for today.
No, it wasn't for today. It was
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. But
Yeah,
there was another big.
that was the XO5.
There's another big name there.
Yeah, but that's what I wrote down. So this is the first installment of Heaven's Metal Show.
Heaven's Metal.
Heaven's Metal Show. What do you do instead of like?
You know, I always do that, and I don't know if that's probably not right. Yeah. Yeah. Double cross.
Yeah. So that's what I got. I didn't know what other else you had on that.
That was
You
it,
pretty
man.
much
Just
share
the,
'em.
yeah, just the Petra thing. Like, I wanted to let people know that they're back.
And so in the
At least
future,
now.
whenever we go to the shows and we see metal bands, we'll archive this stuff and
Mm-hmm.
we'll do better research for Heaven's Metal Show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now, and plus now, we have the Instagram page. I finally.
Oh yeah, good job on that, man.
Did you like the Golden Girls thing?
I did like that. I was surprised.
Yeah. Jack had to help me.
Yeah,
I was doing it all by myself up to a certain point, and I was like,
yeah. We noticed that at some point in our friendship that I stopped holding you as much.
yeah, we talked about that.
I don't cradle you as much as we used to.
And I never thought my love language would be touch, but evidently back in the day it was.
Yeah. I guess the older you get, the less you.
Yeah.
Probably
We're,
would be
we're like that
crazy
old
for
married couple.
Yeah.
Just get away from me, dude.
Where'd the fire go?
Yeah.
We gotta start.
I don't know that recent Easter picture or whatever.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, I like that. So
That
yeah,
was,
follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, and like I said, we're in cahoots with Backroads and Daydreams. They collaborated with I collaborated with them on a post from our trip to Stanton.
Yeah, get shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And then YouTube, Spotify. Check us out there. I took us off Apple because it was like
yeah, what's the point?
it was a hassle to do and no views on it, and it was all only audio. I like to see the. So you can get audio on if you just listen to the podcast. You can do that on Spotify too. You just click the
Yeah.
audio version. But yeah, like and subscribe, share it to your friends, get on the Instagram page.
Yep,
We'll
Michaela
see
needs
ya.
to go shopping.
Yeah, happy 25.
That's right.
Whoop. We're out.
Or wait.
Whoop.